What's up, guys? How's everyone doing today? Hopefully, everyone is doing well. It is Thursday, June 18th, 9:30 a.m. here in Sydney, Australia. The good news is the sports books have opened up a bit. I went to bed last night only getting 6, 7 fights. Currently, there's about 15. Now, I do want to put an asterisk. This will not be a big, massive betting weekend for me in terms of full unit betting, trying to chase losses. The action is there, and we're going to find our wins like we always do. It's just I'm not going to really be too aggressive with how much I'm laying down. Probably quarter unit bets for me. So I know you guys ask me that every week. I haven't placed any bets yet, and by Thursday morning, you guys usually have 2 or 3 boxing slips, 1 or 2 UFC slips, but nothing as of yet. Those tickets are coming, so just stay tuned. If you're a JSB Insider, you know that you can find all my bets on the YouTube members only section. And if you're a JSB Insider on Patreon, the Patreon. So if you want to join our world famous professional betting Discord, the link is pinned on the screen. It's a couple bucks a month. It's not just boxing, it's not just MMA. Right in front of me, I'm watching Ghana versus Panama. The World Cup is on. We had State of Origin last night. All the Aussies will know that. NRL. I did the last 12 hours. I hit a 15-1 and I hit a 14-1 in NRL and World Cup. And so for all of you insiders who are in our Discord and you're not taking advantage of what's in front of you, I'm going to show you. So this is our Discord. This is our normal, this is our bread and butter boxing. This is where the boys hang out. We share film study. Our reads, who has who. We do polls, that sort of stuff. MMA, second bread and butter. Interviews, film study, breaking news, tickets. We also stream the fight. So come fight night, if you guys don't have access to pay-per-views, come into our Discord, and we have a few different JSB insiders that will be streaming fights. And this in itself is the value of becoming part of our community. We do a great job at removing trolls. We have moderators. It's a professional betting community. August will be our year birthday. We just started this in August. I'm going to show you. I've been having a lot of fun with the soccer, mate. So this is our soccer, and by the games have already taken place. Like 2 games already took place. This game is in the 31st minute, and we have one more game today. The baseball here. And what you'll find is, and if you're in our Discord and you're only in boxing, just have a breeze through here. What you'll find is, different. This is the thing I hit last night. 14-1 try scores. This was the origin. Crazy. So I'm hoping, and what we're going to do is roll over this positive momentum into this weekend with our bread and butter. So we're off to a good start. These are the odds. I'm going to get down to it. Guys, as you're tapping in, just like the video for me. The Oscar Caiazzo fight did get rebooked. So we do know Kanoy was the original opponent. He lost via unanimous decision to the visa industry, to the United States Passport Agency, immigration. He took a L. Kanoy just, his game plan was, he didn't execute his game plan. He came in unprepared, came in a bit flat, gave away too many early rounds, and Kanoy, wasn't allowed to come to the country. They replaced him, and Caiazzo is still probably going to be a 10-1 favorite. So right now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Now, okay. So I will be going heavy on the Australian card, but that isn't until next Wednesday. So Wednesday night in Australia, we have the Liam Parra Lewis Crocker card. So in less than a week. We have a lot of action in front of us. And then we have Boots Ennis card. But these cards that start in 2 days, quarter unit stuff, you know what I'm saying? And the Golden Boy card, guys, if you're unfamiliar, if you're new to betting, this Golden Boy card is kind of a prospect card. So a lot of prospects who are going up against opponents that they're just supposed to get tested slightly but not lose. And that's the odds aren't great to even bet on. So unless I'm getting props on the Golden Boy card, it's going to be probably no bet. You can't really bet on 14-1 favorites. So we'll see. Single day. I might do another live today, might not. I have to box today. Tomorrow I'm definitely going to, is my Friday, my normal live stream. Saturday morning before boxing, I'm going to be living. So just stay tuned to the channel. 34th minute. I need a draw in this game, by the way. I picked a draw here, and I picked Columbia in the next game. So I'm going to say what's up to everybody, and then we're going to get into this. Mike from Melbourne. Sub Johnny, besides Arthur, any fights you're interested in? Yeah, Ryan Garner fight. I think I'm going to play Ryan Garner by stoppage, by the way. Money Meech is Big Meech. Larry Hoover. Bye week. Yeah, it's okay to have a bye week. It's okay to have a bye week. Like, I'm still a little bit burned out. You know what I mean? Like, we've been grinding since the new year, since August, really. Like, this is our. We don't have a season. This is week to week. So if you need to take a week off, take a week off. We got some big fights coming up. I always talk about there's no such thing as locks. This coming Wednesday night in Australia is an excellent opportunity to make some money. I'll leave it at that. If you like Crocker, the odds are good. If you like Liam Perro, the odds are good. If you like Dempsey McKean, the odds are good. If you like Liam Talava'a, the odds are good. So whatever side you choose, there's going to be money. Whatever you see, there's going to be money. That's the card I'm looking forward to in the next 7 days. The British card's fun. I like Ryan Gardner. I've won a lot of money on Ryan Gardner in the last year and a half. I think he's going to handle Magnessi. I think he's more polished. I think he's the better boxer. I like Garner. And I'm the type of guy that I ride with guys until I lose. Not all the time. That's not in stone. It's not in stone. Like, for instance, you say you're riding a prospect, he's winning you money, and then he has a step-up fight, and it's an unrealistic step-up fight. You're not going to ride the prospect just because you won 3 in a row with him. We bet smartly. We bet intelligently. We're not casuals here. The goal isn't to so much be fans of fighters, which we are. We're fans of the game. This is, we put a lot of energy into this. I treat this like a career. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to be a casual about it. I'm not going to pick a guy just because I like him. You know what I'm saying? I've bet against guys that I like all the time. Did you guys see the Errol Spence interview? I did a short about it. I wanted to ask you guys about that. Errol Spence went on All the Smoke podcast, and he was talking about this fight with Tim Tszyu it could be his last fight. He's not going to let boxing retire him. And he's saying all this stuff, and I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? You're already retired. You haven't fought in 3 years. Like, you're talking about before your comeback fight, you're going to retire. I didn't like what I was hearing from him. I already thought it was shocking that Errol was the favorite going into this fight. I think he has his hands full with Tim Tszyu. I think Tim Tszyu makes it look. It's really hard to bet against Tim Tszyu in this fight. Koyatso versus Kanoy is canceled, but they rescheduled it with. Drum roll, please. This is the worst drum roll you'll ever hear. No, not on our books, but he's fighting. I shared it on my Instagram. Not shown on the books. What's up, Archive? How you doing, playa? Emma Banana. Let's see it. Let's go. Bro. Liam at plus 240. Let's motherfucking go. Liam is a little bit of a smaller heavyweight. Hard-hitting southpaw. Good hands. good hand speed, great power, very athletic. Dempsey McKeon, 6'6", been in there with good guys. Slow, marauding. I think he's 36, 37 now. Talava is trending, right? Talava, he has that loss against Steven Ivich. I thought he won that fight, as quiet as it's kept. And he got knocked out against Brandon Gratch in a fight of the year contender. It only went, I think, a round or two. Liam knocked down Brandon the Bull. Shout out to Newcastle, Australia. Shout out to Glenn Jennings. And then Gratch pulls himself off the canvas and then stops Liam Talava. Liam has a fight or two. I think Liam might have had a fight after that. Gratch got featured on a big card, and then they had the rematch, and then Liam starched him. And then, Liam looks like a guy who his handlers are ready to move up. And this is a proper step up for him. It's a big step up for him. It's the biggest fight of his career. It's going to be one of those fights to see if he does have the goods to go international. Not saying that he'll ever fight at the world level, but if you can't beat Dempsey McKean, you're more than likely just restricted to Australian soil. Is my point. I shared an interview I did with Liam when he first turned pro. I was at the gym doing media day, Bondi Boxing Club for. It was the kid who just retired. He came down and fought Sam Edgington. Sam Edgington at the time, this was 2021 or 2022, was the IBO champ. And he came down and fought, I think, Dennis Hogan. And I was also managing Lynn Sandstrom at the time. And Tony Del Vecchio runs Bondi Boxing, and he was just holding pads. He was holding pads for Liam. And I was like, Tony, who's this dude hitting? These pads are just snapping. Like, pop, pop. He was, oh, this is a new pro. He walked in, was an amateur, didn't know amateur experience. He had one pro fight, and he's getting ready for his second fight. I was like, do you mind if I interview him? And so I shared that interview. It's on my YouTube channel. Go to the post section. I love Liam at plus 240 here. I love Liam at plus 240 here. I think his speed, his power, his aggression is going to be too much. McKean is big, durable, just coming off a big win. It's a dangerous fight. But patterns wise, like where things are trending to, I think it's a good risk here. Liam will fight for your money for sure. If Tank retires now, is he? I don't know. That's up to you guys. I don't care. I've never really been. I'm never been a big Tank fan. My favorite form of Tank was the knockout against Leo. So I stopped paying attention to Tank. You're a hater. No, I'm not a hater. I'm a realist, and I'm a fan of the sport. That mistake, dude. Don't get it twisted. For how many gifts Tank has, he devoted his whole life to the game. There's something to that. I'm the way I look at Tank is like a frustrated old head. I wish he would have been more active. Who am I to judge a guy what they do outside the ring? I'm not a guy who hangs out with dudes who break the law, but I'm not going to sit here and judge him for that stuff. I'm not a fan of him or his character. But as a fighter, dude, come on. His fight IQ, the things he would do. Leo Santa Cruz going to the well with his straight right hand 2 times in a row, and Tank sitting there in the pocket, making it seem like he was biting that boom, that uppercut, boy. That's Hall of Fame. That's Hall of Fame stuff. Is he a Hall of Famer? It's up to, I don't know. It's not up to me. I don't really like sitting back. It's not what I do. My channel isn't judging fighters' resumes. You know what I'm saying? My channel is talking week to week. What fights do we have? Where's the action at? Finding sharp bets, making money for us, creating a community, and creating a healthy spot to chat game. You know what I mean? But Tank versus Kid Schofield. Am I excited about that? No, doesn't excite me. Come fight week, will I be excited? Probably. Right now, I'm excited about Ryan Garner versus Magnessi, to be honest with you. I'm more excited about Liam Talava'a versus Dempsey McKean than Tank versus Schofield. Why? Because those fights are in front of us. It's what we do here. You know what I'm saying? But it's a good question. Sean Ingram versus Cushing. I like Cushing. You think Cushing looks suspect? I'm not picking Cushing, but I looked at the odds, Julius. Ingram's the dude with the more seasoning. Let's see what I looked at the odds. I do like Talava'a if you're keeping score. Nothing's on paper yet though. So this is what, guys. I really haven't even had that much time to do film study this week. Last week, last weekend, like a lot of us, our spirits got broken. I was exhausted after the watching. By the time the UFC event ended, it was like I got beat up, dude. I was exhausted. So I've done a fraction, and I'm being real with you guys. I've done a fraction. This is probably the least amount of film study I've done since August. And that's why I haven't put any bets in yet. The bets you will get for me will be the ones that I always, that I'm not just guessing. So I'm just being real with you. I'll never give you a read that I'm just guessing on. Have I done film study on Cushing and Ingram? No. But our chat has. This has been a fight at point of contention. Our Discord, man, I say it every goddamn live stream. I learned so much in our Discord. Watch. I guarantee this is where I was reading and learning about the Cushing fight. Because some of the boys think that Cushing's live here, but a lot of the boys are like, nah, what? I don't see it. Another fight the boys are torn on is Ashton Silva and Jojo Diaz. Guys, Jojo Diaz hasn't won a fight since the silent film era. And Ashton Silva, man, this dude isn't like Jojo Diaz's best days were at 126. What's this fight at? 47? I mean, the bookies, this is one of those weekends, man. Just be careful with your money, guys. You don't have to bet every weekend. We don't have to bet every fight. Be careful with your money. There's world class soccer on right now, which I'm just being real. Like watching the World Cup has been amazing. I'm a casual soccer fan. The only time I ever watch is during the World Cup. I might start paying attention to the Premier League though, because a lot of my client, like I went to a Tottenham Hotspurs game before. That shit was insane. But when soccer's played at the highest level, dude, it's ridiculous. It's super exciting. Ashton Silver's Jojo Diaz, man. Are we betting on that fight? Jojo's what, a 4-1 dog? So it just seems like one of these weekends, calm before the storm. Be careful with your money. We don't have to have action on every single fight. This is another one, boys. Manny, are you one of a? Excuse me. I gotta blow my nose. Are you one of the insiders who were messaging me about this fight? Somebody said that I'll pull the odds up. One of the boys in the Discord said that they train with Gallardo. Maybe it was he said that Gallardo's live here. Not Gorilla, not GK. Kiza. No. Let me pull the odds up. I'm gonna probably put 4 hours in today after my 1 o'clock sparring, and I'm gonna put 4 hours in. So I have 8 hours of film study I'm gonna put into before the fight starts, just to let you know. This is one of the fights I wanted to look up. I'm gonna look into Ingram and Cushing for you. I want to also look into Zamatkesh and Arinze. I got a lot of messages about the Imam versus Arinze fight. Dude, I'm still not sold on Garuli beating Liam Dillon on the real. On the real, where's Julius at? I'm not sold on the 3-fight Olympian. Guys, I got to take a call. if you want to, there's a bit of stuff going on in my house in Ohio, so I'm gonna leave the stream on. I'm gonna be back. I have to take this call. It's only 20 minutes in the live stream. I'm gonna be on for like an hour. Just give me 5 minutes. Sorry, I'm gonna leave it on. I have to go take this call. Emergency. Do, 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 do. All right. Sorry about that. Where were we? So Bernita Burzla. This one. Yeah, so one of the boys in our chat, if you guys are in the Discord, go to boxing, search Gallardo Bisla. I think it's Oscar. Oscar used to train with him in the Pacific Northwest. Let me see. I think Bisla trains in Seattle. I pulled up Bernita Bisla. British Columbia. Yeah, this is him. So he's trained by his father, 7th degree black belt in Taekwondo, owns Bisla martial arts in Surrey. He's known better. Because I had on the show Joseph Brown, the prodigy, like a year and a half ago. He's 56-0 amateur kickboxing record. He just turned pro. He's 18. And shout out to his father as well. And they live in British Columbia, and they train. He signed to the money team, but he trains at this gym with Benavidez Sr., where Pacheco used to train. I think this is how I've heard of this kid, Bernita Bisla. 14-1. Bernita Bisla. I know two guys who have money on this dude. I've seen their slips. 14-1 light heavyweight, 28-year-old light heavyweight. One loss. You just got to tape him. That loss came early to Khalil Ko. Okay. I mean, make what you will of that. You know, if you're trying to do boxing maths. He loses to Khalil Ko by 7th round. I got to watch that fight. Khalil Ko's one of these weird guys who looks... Dude, we've seen him look really good before in the rematch in Mexico. And then we've seen him look like dog shit as of late. And so he's going up against Yair Gallardo. What's Gallardo been up to? Yair Gallardo is 11-0. 6'2" Mexican. 22 years old. So you know he's going to be young, hungry, ultra aggressive. 9 knockouts. Who's he been fighting? I have to watch tape. I mean, obviously on paper, it looks to me like they're bringing Bisla in as food for this kid. But I've seen two guys, two tickets, and I don't know if they're home. You know, what I call a homer ticket is a guy who usually a homer ticket is if it's your boy or if you know, you train with the guy. So I don't know. Off of what I'm seeing, it looks to me they're bringing Bisla in as food for Gallardo, but I'll put an asterisk by that fight. There's another one that I wrote down yesterday during our live stream. Nav Jr. to outpoint Zaren. Let me see that one. Because look at the odds on a lot of these other fights. They're not that great. I'm being very diplomatic with that phrasing. 14-1, 14-1, 11-1. And you're not getting any props, 11-1. So this is why the boys, it's what we do. And this is a very important point here. We're not, our job, we don't get paid to dissect matchmaking. We don't get paid to criticize matchmaking, I meant. Forget what I said. What we do, we dissect matchmaking. We don't get paid to criticize matchmaking, right? All we could do is our best research with what's put in front of us. Now, you should have your boundaries as bettors. We don't have to gamble Ingram versus Cushing if we don't want to gamble Ingram versus Cushing. But when you're looking at the odds surrounding Ingram versus Cushing, this is why people are asking me about the fight. You know what I'm saying? So it's up to the bettor. Obviously, the 10-1, the 14-1, the 13-1, there's no action on those fights, mate. You know, so those shouldn't be on anyone's parlays. Unless knockout props open up, which we'll see, Tito by knockout, that sort of thing, if it's offered. But if you're hungry for game, you know, Ingram versus Cushing is a fight that has good value. I've seen boys in our Discord, the Savages, taking Jojo Diaz versus Silv, which the odds do look a tad disrespectful when you... Ashton Silva is a, what, mid-level guy? Not a world-level guy. Diaz is a former world champion many moons ago at 126. I have to keep referencing the 126. It was a few and far between of what he is now. This is, you know, he's a fraction. Hasn't won a fight, I think, in 9 fights. Tough and durable. Tough and durable. He's a punching bag. Gets hit a lot, dude. Scar tissue, cuts are a factor. People, you know, look, don't hate. He wobbled Regis like 4 times. Don't hate. He had Regis wobbled 4 times, and it's why going into the Conor Ben fight, people were like, Conor should, you know, Conor could stop Regis. But it's a shout out to JoJo, because JoJo was having a lot of success when he would land. He got beat pillar to post, outpointed, outstruck, all that good stuff. But against Regis. But when he did land, Regis's legs were wobbled. And what was that? It was a sign that Regis is on his way out. That's why the knockout was live with Conor Benn. Link. Stephen Hawking on the it's pinned in the comments, big dog. Jahai Tucker was good. Jahai Tucker's fighting against Yuri Cedeno. It's a good fight. I'm probably on Yuri Cedeno in that fight. How about Errol? Is he a Hall of Famer? Yeah, I think so. He held down the 147. He held down the welterweight division for a while. 5 years. He's had some good wins. Maybe not as active as people wanted to be. He meant a lot for American boxing. For when he was handling his business, he was he carried American boxing. People try to revise history and move the goal, but Errol was the man, dude. Errol was the dude. I love him traveling to the UK, beating Kell Brook and Sheffield. It's one of my favorite fights. What's going on, Johnny? I hope all is well. Wasn't the best week. Alex getting knocked out. Bro, Nathan, get over it, bro. It's Thursday. We forgot about it. We've already gotten wins since then. Nah, it was crazy. Yeah, I picked Gone, though. I picked Cyril Gane in that fight. I'm not an Alex Pereira fan. How about him going on his excuse tour? Xana, what do you think about Cushing Ingram? I need to tape it. On to the next. Super excited for Connor's comeback. Yeah, same. I'm excited for Connor's comeback too. Gallardo looks suspect versus Faded Journeyman. Okay. All right. So Julius is the third guy then. Julius is the number 3 that I've been told that Beastla is live. So that's 3 JSB insiders who have said the same thing. That Booney Beastla is live at plus 380. We'll figure it out. I got to watch tape. Oloaska. He was never on my books, man. I never saw him on my books. Film study on U.S. versus Australia. Soccer. I can't wait, right? I can't wait. Dude, the World Cup's been on fire. I need this draw, baby. Come on. Let's get this draw. 50, 55 more minutes left. Johnny Buston, I don't know. I'm walking away from time in my life. I'm walking away. Trying to run. Do you remember Craig David, dude? Craig David used to be. Craig David, boy, he had the booty man can. Off your phone. www. And he had if you can make love by Friday. Sunday, rain on Sunday. We can be there. I forget the words though, man. I used to listen to Craig David back in the day. Booty man can't. I'm walking away from time in my life. I'm walking away. My God, John Omar Bradbury and Omar out here hitting big ass tickets in the Discord. Big ass tickets in the Discord. Is Liam Wilson? No, Liam Wilson fight is off, boys. The Liam Wilson fight is on the Tim Tszyu card. So I shared that. If you're on the gram, go to my story. You'll see his manager did like a 15-second video. What's up? It's Liam Wilson's manager. He's okay. I think he got a better opportunity, a better featured spot on the Tszyu card. I mean, I'd rather watch. If you're a fighter, the international eyes, would you want to be on the Tszyu Spence card or the Pero Crocker card? I mean, they're both massive cards. I'm excited for both. 1 a.m. in the UK morning. What's up, Harley? You watching the foot? You watching soccer? Damn, you guys watch the Kobe. So you guys are savages. I learned so much from the chat. Manny remembers this fight. Co dropped Issa twice in round one and dominated the fight, and then got him out late. So, Manny, do you think that Beastla's live? Silv money line, Garner money line, Paul money line, parlay. Ooh. Okay, let's see what it looks like. Hopefully these odds don't crash us talking about it. Oh, Bradley Pauls? Silv, Garner, Bradley Pauls. I just feel weird betting on some of these fighters. 176. I like you throw. I'm gonna do a mixed MMA because I like Michael Aswell in the UFC. I like Bay Mosquita in the UFC. Those two together have good odds. So what I'm gonna do is I'll do a normal UFC parlay. I'm gonna do a mixed parlay with UFC and boxing. I'll do a short parlay for boxing. I'll do an underdog for boxing. So definitely getting 4 tickets. And I'm waiting for props to drop. We're gonna get action. You know how we do it here, guys. Who we bullshitting? We're gonna get action. Who am I trying to bullshit out here? Fill me in. Yeah, fill me in, dude. People forget about Craig. He had them joints. I still think the Booty Man Can was my favorite. Click on www.cd.com. The Booty Man Can. If you're looking for the man can, the motherfucker wrote a song called The Booty Man Can. Who do I think is better, Gallardo or Kalissa? I mean, we're splitting hairs here, aren't we? Khalil Ko is really hard to talk positive about. You know what I mean? Lately, um, his perform. We got. This is why I can't really to be. I can't be too salty about losing split decisions because in our past we've got a couple gifts that allowed us to win. Khalil Ko's last fight, they gave us a gift, and he was the final piece on a parlay. He was fighting the kid out of Philly, old head, and I think he might have lost 8 out of 10 rounds, but they gave it to us. Who's better, Gallardo or Go? Is this a? I mean, who has more potential? I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I forgot Gallardo's Golden Boy Bisley ain't getting a W on the card. Beast is gonna have to get that stoppage joint. Liam on points, Boots points, 2 legs, 6-1. Let's go. I like it. I like it. Liam is the type, Paro jumps out to a lead. It's kind of like when we were doing the whole Arturo Cardenas versus Jordan Martinez. When we were talking about the adjustment that Arturo had to make in the second fight, come out quicker, win the early rounds, get out to like a 3-1 lead, and then use your skills, create range and distance, and win on the. And that's what Cardenas did. I think Paro does the same thing. I think Liam Paro uses his accuracy, his pinpoint backhand. I love his backhand, man. Like maybe it's something about watching Southpaws set it up because I'm a big fan of Jack Catterall's backhand too, and they're both Southpaws. But Paro has that similar sort of strategy, range, bang. And then once he kind of has you, Liam, he doesn't really need it. He doesn't take a lot of risks. Maybe in terms of like jumping on you. We saw it happen with Jarvis And we saw it happen with Montana Love. But Crocker has that sort of like sneaky power to what I'm saying is I do like Liam on points. I could see Liam getting up early on the cards and then doing what he has to do to become a 2 division world champion, mitigating risks. He has a high fight IQ. He's not a guy who's going to put himself in unwanted danger to appease a crowd. This guy, Liam Paro, has an opportunity to become the second Aussie ever. Isn't that crazy? One Australian in the long list of Aussie champions. There's only one Aussie boxer of all time to win championships in 2 divisions. What's his name? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jeff Fennick. So Liam Paro has the opportunity to become the second. What's up? We up? Wet. Oh, I thought it said we up. We wet him up. TV. Wet him up. Xander gonna get him. It's a good fight, man. Guys, you do realize that in the Discord and on a lot of you boys are members in other boxing communities. Xander versus Boots is one of these fights. We talk about it. Ooh, shot on goal save. That is going to cause a lot of shit talk. People are going to get, you know how boxing fans get. People are going to get racist. People are going to get emotional. Do their keyboard. They're going to be talking shit. But shout out to Xander. Shout out to Boots. Great to see it. It's great for boxing. That it's a fight that makes me nervous. It's a good undercard. There's some good fights on that card. Jojo looked better than I thought against Rocha. Right? He did, didn't he? He did. And we were all pissed because I hate betting on Jojo. Because I picked Rocha. I think I took Rocha by stoppage. Didn't happen. And then I think I picked Regis. Yeah, betting on. Good luck. Are you picking Jojo to win? John Max. No, it was you, bro. John is my boy who you were telling me about Beasla, right? Oh, we got a live stream new one. We got a new one, boys. Oren in the house. Oren, join to get our Discord link. Email me, please. JohnnyStofko@iCloud.com. It's in my YouTube bio. I'll send you the Discord link. Beasla not live based on his tape. All right. Did you relay? No, but I think it's about time, right? I think it's about time to relay. Zoo or Spence, boys. Zoo or Spence. Timmy's still an underdog. This is crazy. What's Timmy about? Zoo's still an underdog. All right, we're gonna have a look at what's in front of us. I'm gonna do let's do a rapid fire. I'm gonna take a closer look at the UFC as well. 45 minutes in, not the busiest streams, not the slowest. 46. Like this video for me. The World Cup's on. 52nd minute or 51st minute. It's a tie game, 0-0. Ghana versus Panama, and then Colombia is up next. I need a draw here, but the game's starting to open up. A lot more shots on goal. Panama looks fleet of foot all of a sudden. Oh! Spence has to knock Zoo out to get a decision. Crazy stat you guys have to remember for you bettors. Costa Zoo, Nikita Zoo, Tim Zoo. They're 54-0 fighting in Australia. That is a stat that you have to keep in mind. So Fight Fan is onto something. Errol isn't going to get a decision in Australia. Errol's going to have to knock out Tim, which we've seen Tim stopped before. And it's not out of consideration of Tim stopping Errol. We've seen Errol stopped before. So in terms of, it's really hard for me to put a dime on a guy who hasn't fought in 3 years, who's never fought at 154, who's had all the health issues Errol has had, alcoholism, inactivity, his ass beating against Terence Crawford. It's like, what this looks like to me, after watching him on All the Smoke, after watching him on Andre Ward, I watched about 2 hours of his interviews, At one time, Errol was my favorite fighter. He was asking about what he's been up to, right? He's if you follow his Instagram, the last 3 years he's basically been living in like the DR, Dominican, Costa Rica. He's hanging out with his family, which is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I didn't think he was ever going to come back. So he has a young family, young kids. His wife is kind of an influencer. They have a lifestyle they have to maintain. I only thought of this 2 hours ago after I watched the All the Smoke interview, the Andre Ward, and he's talking about retirement might be his last fight. I think I think he's getting one more payout. I think he thinks that he could at least. Tim Tszyu isn't dangerous enough for him to get like hurt. He feels he probably still has enough in the tank to be competitive enough. I think this is a cash out. He's telling us that. So to even bet a dime on Errol, I think is crazy. So I'm definitely resmashing. I'm kind of salty. I picked Tim Tszyu 2 months ago at plus 185. He's down to plus 135. So I'm putting that bet in after this live stream, by the way. I don't like what I've seen. I don't like what I've heard. I don't like how he's talking. He didn't have any sparring partners against Crawford's crazy work. He basically blamed the whole thing on Derek. He said that, all they did was hit pads. Crazy, man. We need some accountability out here. All right, let's do this rapid fire real quick. So, nothing is official until I post it. Just remember, all right? Not enough to play. Every shot, every time each team goes down the field, there's a shot on goal. My draw, I'm sweating the draw, by the way. All right, so Ashton Silv, Brad Pauls, Garner, that's only 3. It's not so right now. This is 76%. We're gonna add to this. I'm not gonna give you guys anything that's not plus money. Okay, you guys know that. So let's go over to the UFC. I'll show you the fights I like in the UFC. I do like Hyder Emil as my dog. I'm like 90% sure I'm going to play Hyder as my dog at plus 156. But for this parlay, I like Magomedov. And so just with these 4, we're at plus 129 with these 4. I like Aswell 5. We're at plus 185. And I like Mosquita and Lima. We're almost at plus 300. So we're gonna find some work. We got good work. We're gonna be eating for sure. If I were to make this is a little bit long for me to do a mix. Maybe our long parlay is a mix. If you go Silv, Pauls, Gardner, Magmadov, Aswell, Mosquita, Lee. I might as well throw another one. This might as well be our long parlay. I like Nascimento. I'm real close from pulling the trigger on Nascimento. All right, leave it for me. Leave it here for now. I'm gonna post soon. So that's kind of where my head's at with boxing and MMA collectively. What I'm gonna have to do is piece it together for you guys. I want to watch a little bit more of Nascimento. I want to watch a little bit more of Raposo. I know who Mitch is. He's a East Coast guy, grappler, grappling heavy East Coast guy, wrestler. I need to kind of re up my tape on Nascimento because I do like the odds there. And then we'll get to it. Michael Aswell, I do like as well. Retro Brad Paul knockout. Ryan, I do like Garner knockout, mate. I'm glad you said this, Retro. I think I'm getting it at plus 190. I just feel like Magnessi, his aggressive style. Magnessi is one of he's shorter. He's one of these guys who he fights determined. Garner's sharp, man. You know, I like when I watch Ryan Garner, I'm like, this kid could box. He could pop a little bit, he could punch a little bit. So I was looking at that prop. And he's won me money, a lot of money. The Reese Bellotti fight, we hit big on that fight. Let me just see real quick before I answer you, Omar. Good to see Omar in the live chat. Are we getting a prop? Oh, bro, yeah. So we're getting a prop. Look, scared money don't make money. Scared money don't make money. You know what we do? We got to bring the swindler hat out on. Oh shit. Oh! There's just been Panama almost scored. They thought they scored. It hit the corner of the net. I need a draw. It's 0-0 in the 60th minute. Somebody's going to score. There's been shots on goals. This game's going to end up like 3-2. Ah, you got to love World Cup soccer. So I do like this, mate. Plus 190. This could be my prop of the week, knockout prop. This is a good moonshot parlay piece for the moonshot boys. Shout out to my young buck youngin. He's a JSP insider. He's the king of the moonshot. I hit one. This boy hits like a moonshot. Comes close almost every week. Go to our Discord, search youngin. You'll see what I'm talking about. Ryan Garner by knockout is a good moonshot piece. Plus 190. You could take that alone. He's gonna fight for you. He's gonna fight for your money. Magnessi's tough enough too. He's not gonna be backing up. He's brave. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, I love this prop. Who called that out? I have my eyes on it. Retro. I like it. So you're talking parlay pieces now. You're talking Brad Paul's by knockout too, against the slow, sluggish Bradley Goldsmith. Okay. So we go. Now we're talking, boys. We got a little knockout double at plus 400, baby boy. Now we're talking. Plus 419. I really like this. Take notes. Retro out here dropping game. We like Ryan. Guys, I think I'm going to avoid the Lyndon by decision or Ashton Sill fight. I think Lyndon on the money line is pretty good by itself, right? I'm gonna. Are you putting all that on the same ticket, Retro? I love that knockout double. That knockout double might be my first ticket live. Got me excited. You know what? I'm putting it in right now. If you're playing along, I will post this in the Discord. But if you're still on this live, 54 minutes in, there's 42 to 49. Like this video, I say thank you. I'm gonna put this in now. I'm going. Let me double check something real quick. Just want to double check something. 21-2. We last saw him. Denzel Bentley, he knocked out Shaquille Thompson. He's aggressive. Bradley Goldsmith, 15-1. So we don't think Goldsmith is live. Bit of a weird record. Got knocked out against Troy Coleman. Slow, marauding. I remember that fight. Yeah, I'm comfortable with it. Boom. And then Garner. Method of victory, knockout. Boom. Plus 419. Ooh, a little power play. Plus 442. All right, I'm in. That's going in the Discord. Plus 442 is crazy. I was waiting for props to drop. Scare money don't make money, baby. Omar says Kane Sandoval versus Brandon Lee in 2 weeks. I'm going Sugar Cane. You're leaning Lee. I'm leaning Lee personally. Has more pro experience and actually the bigger man at welterweight. Great odds currently. Sugar Cane Sandoval, man. You know he was the 5-1 favorite. Don't forget, boys. Kane was the 5-1 favorite going into the Julian Rodriguez fight. Now we smashed J Rod. Well, opening J Rod opened at plus 490. We hit J Rod at plus 490. Super disrespectful. That was one of the early Zuffa cards. And then by fight night, it was almost 50-50. We destroyed that line and we hit on it. I follow Kane on Insta. I've never been too impressed with Brandon Lee. He's a bit one engine for me. He's a bit one gear. And Kane's younger, 21, 22, walking around with a six-pack now. Got a nice little deal. Seems super motivated. I like Kane Sandoval. I haven't seen the odds there. Lyndon, my guy as well. I'm a bit biased. Yeah, I'm a fan of Lyndon. I'm a fan, dude. When he beat Bradley Ray, we were up. Lyndon won me money. I like Lyndon Arthur, man. I've been watching him for years. So we're gonna lock it up. We're gonna wrap it up. Oh my god, another shot on goal, guys. Playing the draw is insane, dude. All right, 65th minute of the Ghana Panama game. Wherever you are in the world, give me a hug. You're the best. JSB community, best community in the game. Join the Discord. You can join on YouTube or on Patreon. The link is pinned. Couple bucks a month. We just put together a knockout prop together. Shout out to Retro. Shout out to Omar. Wherever you're in the world, I'll see you tomorrow. You guys are the best. Let's get it.